My first days, I always miss Salatul Maghrib because that time I'll be sleeping. When you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. So when you get to Indonesia, you have to do as the Indonesians do.
Benecian?
Benecian.
What kind of food then?
Oh, it's just
Something
like
like
nasi goreng.
Okay, so you call it Benecian.
Benecian.
Okay.
I love the Indonesian culture because it's diverse. You have like so many cultures.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo teman-teman semua.
Selamat datang di SIRAH,
Siaran Inspirasi Masjid Raden Patah. Oke, sebelumnya perkenalkan, nama aku Muhammad Lutfi Subhan dan hari ini aku nggak sendiri, aku ditemani sama teman aku yang bakal memandu podcast kita, podcast pertama dari Masjid Raden Patah.
Halo semuanya, kenalin aku Kabira yang akan bareng sama Mas Lutfi hari ini.
Betul, oke. Hari ini kita kedatangan tamu spesial nih, Kabira.
Nah, kira-kira siapa tuh, Mas?
Tamunya ini adalah seorang muslimah dari Afrika. Jauh-jauh datang ke Indonesia untuk belajar dan datang di podcast kita hari ini. Oke, langsung aja tanpa berlama-lama lagi. Welcome Kak Hadijah.
Thank you so much, Mas Lutfi. Thank you, Mbak Sabira.
Yeah.
Salam kenal to you all.
Salam kenal Mbak Hadijah. So maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yes.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our beautiful audience. My name is Hadimbu, but then you can call me Khadijah. I am originally from the Gambia. I currently study in Universitas Brawijaya in Faculty of Economics and Business, pursuing my master's degree. So basically this is me and I'm good to be here.
All right, thank you Hadijah. So I'm a bit curious about why you chose accounting, right? So did you study economics before for your undergraduate study?
No, I wouldn't say I studied economics, but then my BSc I studied accounting from the University of the Gambia. That's the state university in my country. So that's where I pursued my BSc. So it's just like a continuation. So I'm continuing to masters in accounting as well.
Okay, Mbak. So why you choose UB for your master
study?
Okay, so it's like because it's been a long time since I graduated from my BSc because I graduated in 2020.
All right.
So after that, I was a bit reluctant to study my masters. But then after some years of working and having a work experience in some institutions in my country, I later found the need to increase my level to something else. So master's degree come to my mind, and then after making some research and then later had an opportunity to apply for a scholarship in Indonesia. That was when I grabbed it, but then I only knew the country Indonesia without having much information about what schools are here, things like that. But after I asked a lecturer in my former university who did his PhD in UB, he recommended Universitas Brawijaya to me. So that was when I applied, and luckily Allah made it possible for me to be accepted in UB.
So how long have you been in Indonesia, especially in Malang?
Okay, so I've been here since last year.
Last year?
Yeah, so currently I've been here for 1 year, 2 months I think.
Right.
So yeah.
So yeah.
I'm no more a new someone here.
Right. So for someone who going abroad from your Africa, it's different continent, right? So maybe you can share with us about your experience for going abroad from Africa to Indonesia to Asia.
Okay, yeah. So first thing first, I would say like my experience wasn't really an easy one, but then with the help of people of Indonesia who made like the place comfortable for me, I would say a big alhamdulillah. So Africa is totally a different continent from Asia because it's like it's so far apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because traveling here, I think I took 3 days to get here.
3 days.
So yeah, it was a very
from
long
Gambia,
journey.
You visit where?
So from Gambia, I transited to Ghana.
Ghana, okay.
From Ghana to Doha, then Doha to Jakarta.
Why?
So from Jakarta, it was like internal flights to get here.
Okay, it's a long journey for
a very long
studying.
one. Yeah.
So what kind of differences from Indonesia and Africa?
Well, I would say there is a huge difference because it's like language comes in and then the way of people's lives come in. Even though like both countries are Muslim-dominated countries, but then there are slight differences. So when it comes to like I would say some differences I first noticed when I came here was time difference when it comes to Salah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the time difference is like 7 hours between the Gambia and Indonesia.
Oh.
Indonesia is 7 hours ahead of Gambia. So when Gambia is sleeping, Indonesia is awake. When Indonesia is sleeping, Gambia is awake. So the time difference when it comes to Salah is something that I was feeling a big challenge when I came here, because it's like the time for Zuhur prayer in my country is around 2 p.m.
Yes.
Whereas in here is around somewhere around 11, 12. Yeah. So initially it was a bit difficult
Challenging,
for me.
right?
Challenging.
Yes, it was really challenging because my first days I always miss Salatul Maghrib, because that time I'll be sleeping. Yeah, because in my country as well, Maghrib is around 7, and then here you have Maghrib around 5.
5 or 6, yes.
There's a huge difference.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it was really different, and then the way of people's lifestyles are different. The way people comport themselves is different from the Gambia. So
Okay.
these are all differences I faced when I came here.
Okay. So, do you have any tips for the challenge that you faced?
Yes, maybe
Maybe
what kind of
tip?
something
Some
or
tips.
what kind of things that you could provide to
Usually-
overcome. Yes, you usually do to overcome the challenges, especially for time challenges
Time
between.
difference.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like just make sure that you change like your mentality. I am no
Okay.
more in Gambia, so I have to like as Englishman says, when you go to Rome, do as the Romans do. So when
Okay.
you get to Indonesia, you have to do as the Indonesians
Yes.
do.
Okay.
So this is it. So when I came here, it was really challenging because of the time difference, and then also I would say I just have to change my mentality that this is the time I need to sleep in order to have enough sleep, in order to make sure that I will be active the next day. So I just have to change my mentality and then change like how to do things. Then that really helped me.
All right. So regarding the challenges, have you faced any conflict regarding about the challenges between maybe cultural differences between maybe African people and then Indonesian especially?
Yeah, so there are many differences when it comes to like the culture between Gambia and Indonesia. The culture of food comes in. You have like so many pedas, like food that is pedas in Indonesia, whereas in the Gambia that's different. The time different when it comes to solar time. It's also like there's also a cultural shock for me. I then having to go to the Masjid and see people put on the mukna when they're praying. When to like my country, you just have to put on something that covers you up, and then you pray with it. So sometimes I say I would go out with my friends, and then I think that I'm okay to pray in with my attire, and I'll be asked, are you going to use muk number? So things like that.
Yes,
like,
it's a little things that maybe have a big impact for us.
Yes, really.
Yeah, I'm curious about the food. So maybe what kind of specialty food from Gambia?
Okay, we have like different, because the Gambia as well has a different culinary, even though the Indonesian culinary is bigger than the Gambian culinary, but then we also have things that are different. So I think a food that is like similar to that of Indonesian food would be like the nasi goreng, because we have something like that, even though it's somehow different, but then appearance it looks the same. Even though the way of cooking is different. So we have the benachin, that's the same as the nasi goreng.
Benachin?
Benachin.
What kind of food that?
Oh, it's just
Something
like nasi goreng.
Okay, so you call it benachin.
Benachin, yeah. Some parts of Africa call it jollof rice.
Jollof
so
rice.
It's like, so it's like the same as the nasi goreng, just that it's a bit different because of the way it's cooked. But after it's done, it's the same.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it's delicious, right?
So,
yes, very delicious.
How do you appreciate the difference, like the people difference or cultural difference in this? Indonesia.
I love the Indonesian culture because it's diverse. You have like so many cultures. So compared to my Gambia, even my country, even though we have the population difference is like very huge because Indonesia is far bigger than my country. I would say the Gambia is less than 2.5 million. So it's like just one place of Indonesia is equivalent to the Gambia. So the way of people doing things is completely different. So this is like the cultures are different. So I just try to make sure that when you like get to a place, you need to adapt to whatever you find there. That is like according to what you believe. So when I get here, I make sure that I appreciate what I find here. So I appreciate the culture of Indonesia because it's so diverse.
So it also have there's a proverb in Indonesian, right, Mas?
You know, what's it?
Di mana bumi dipijak.
Okay, di mana bumi dipijak.
Sana langit dijunjung.
Yeah.
It means
the same as
wherever
you have
go,
mentioned.
You should follow and
what you respect.
The local rules or something like that.
Yes, true. That's true. Because if you want to survive in a place, you have to do as the people do it.
Yeah. We survive or not, something like that.
Yes.
So I'm curious about our previous discussion about time of Salah. So in Gambia and Indonesia, we have different like mazhab. You know, as far as I know, Indonesia mainly believe mostly doing things follow Imam Shafi'i mazhab. So how about in Gambia?
Yes.
In Gambia, I would say basically in Africa, we follow the Imam Malik manhab. So our school of thought is Imam Malik.
So
how do you adapt with the
with the different mazhab? So and in Indonesia, it's something that it's a bit challenging because when we go to the Mecca, for example, that we have different mazhab. So what kind of things that you do to overcome the differences?
Okay, like the school of thought, it's like they are different, but then basically what they are doing is they're all doing things that is in accordance with Islam. So it's like maybe this imam agreeing to this and then this imam not agreeing to the other thing, but then it's all like the same. So it's just like me knowing that I am in a country that's following this madhab, and then they're doing this in order to worship Allah. So if it's acceptable, it's okay to follow that. You just do not have to cage yourself in like this is the school of thought I follow in my country, so I have to stay there. No,
I agree. We have to adapt it.
Yes.
Di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung.
Okay, but I also curious about managing a finance, Mbak. How do you usually manage your finance, especially after you moving to a new place?
Okay. Because I would say the currency used in my country is completely different from Indonesian.
So what kind of currency do you use in Gambia?
The Gambia, we use the Gambian dollars.
Gambian dollars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like as huge as like the Indonesian, you have 1,000.
Yes.
So for me, 1,000 in my country is like a big money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in here, just having 1,000 is just like a coin or thing like that. So when I get here, before I got here, I told my mom, when I get here, if I change the money I'm going with as my pocket money, I'm going to get so and so million. Like everyone would be like,
5,000.
1 million.
Yes. It's a huge
1 million
money.
is like equal to 4,000 of my currency. So like only the thing of getting here and then changing the pocket money I came with and then having like millions in my hand, I'm like, I'm a millionaire now, so no one can get that from me. So getting to like how I manage my finances is like knowing that I moved to a country where I'm not seeing my mom, I'm not seeing my dad, no am I seeing my family members. So everything I do here, it's like on my own.
Yes.
However I spend my money, it's like it's coming back to me. So having to know this really helped me to make sure that I have a budget at the end of the month. So whenever I receive my money, I'll make sure that to budget, this is going to food. This is going to miscellaneous, maybe other items that I'll buy like sanitary items and things like that. And then also keep some part for emergency. So when you do something like this, the money that you budget for like food stuff, I can say, you can get like so many things that you can keep in your room, so that when there is like anything like running out of cars, you can just get food yet
Yes,
still in
Yes,
your
yes,
room.
yes.
So that really helps me because I would always shopping.
Okay.
I don't know, you call it belanjar or
Yeah,
something.
belanja.
Belanja.
So
We
end
love
of
it.
yes, end of month belanjar and then keep in my room. So whenever I run out of cars, I'll be able to steal it.
Okay.
So knowing that you are living alone, so everything you do is up
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
However you manage your finance is up to you. It's something that can really help you. So you just have to be financially disciplined,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
It's
you're
kind of
good to
hard.
go.
It's kind of hard because I've heard many stories from my friends. They got struggle to manage their finance. So
Yes.
it's a good it's a good tips.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You really have to discipline yourself.
Yes, it's kind of we have to
Discipline
yes.
ourselves. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to budgeting, but
Yeah,
Yes.
budgeting.
for food or something like that, and
Yeah.
emergency budget.
Yes, keep some money for emergencies so that
Emergencies.
whenever maybe you have your friends, ayo, let's go to cafe.
Yeah,
Just take from there and go.
Yeah, it's kind of expensive somehow, and it is somehow regarding to your study, right, accounting. So maybe you have like not rigid presentation, but maybe for advice for what kind of presentation do we have to spend for each kind of things, like what kind of percent do you have to spend for food, and then another one.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like for me, what I do is usually I cook for myself.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
just that sometimes when I want to eat from outside, that's when I get money and then go
Yeah.
outside to buy food. So for me, what I usually budget is like at the end of the month, maybe I will have 1 juta. Part of
Okay.
it, I will have it to go to the supermarket and get some stuffs that I can get there. And then also have like part of it to the market
Yeah.
where I'll buy maybe sayur-sayuran, ikan,
Buah-buahan.
yeah,
Buah-buahan, yeah.
seperti itu. So when I get those kind of things, it's like I will store because I have a fridge in my room. So
Okay.
I'll just store there, and then it can get me up to the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just know that what you need more,
Yeah, yeah.
you budget more to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So for me, I like food and I like to cook. So I'm always buying stuff that are like food items.
So what is your favorite food for for cook?
Cook. Yeah.
For cooking, is it Indonesian food or like
Yeah,
like
for Indonesian first.
Indonesian? Okay, in Indonesian food, I like the nasi padang.
Okay, nasi
Yeah,
padang.
yeah.
I'm from Padang actually. I'm from Padang.
So what kind of recipe that makes nasi padang
I need
different?
to know that. I need to know that because I
Yeah,
really love it.
share with Kak Khadijah.
But I never cook like nasi padang in Malang, like
Oh, okay.
rendang, I never, cause rendang so
Yeah, it's
Difficult
so
to cook?
difficult to cook
and yeah.
alone.
So what kind of recipe? Secret recipe?
Like
Maybe
a
yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I'm
don't
interested to know.
Maybe the bumbu,
Yeah,
But what's the I think I once bought the bumbu padang.
Yeah, bumbu
Yeah,
Padang.
Yeah.
like kluwak or no, not kluwak. I mean like kluwak is for rawon, right? Yeah, I forgot. Because in my family we used to cook rendang every lebaran.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took like 8 hours. 8 hours.
Yes,
8 hours, right?
yes,
8 hours to cook
Almost
until
a day.
yes. And
Wow.
then we have to patient to wait until
Patient.
it cook until it well. So yeah.
Yeah. I cook rendang with my mom actually.
Okay,
So
so,
it's
I think
really
I'll
really
just
nice.
prefer to go to to warung and then buy it there
Yeah.
because like having to take 8 hours to cook. Wow, that's so long.
Yeah. So what about Gambia food?
food.
Do you,
Well, I have so many favorites in the Gambian.
yeah, you can share. You can share with us.
So,
Maybe we can also.
Yeah. We want to know about
Yes.
Gambian food.
Okay, there's this like the one that is like nasi goreng. I love it because this is the food that is usually cooked during, let's say, Lebaran.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry.
What's
What's the
it
name?
called again? Yeah.
What's the name?
Benachin.
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 Okay.
Yeah. So benachin is something that is usually cooked during ceremonies. So it's a very popular dish, and then it's not only like in the Gambian cuisine, but also our neighboring country Senegal.
Okay.
Yeah, so Senegal as well, the benachin is there. So
Benachin.
another thing would be my other favorite would be the okra soup.
Okra soup.
Yeah,
Okra
I am
soup.
not sure if okra is something that is really like
Yeah, common in
Common
Indonesia.
yes, common in Indonesia.
Uh,
So yeah, I love the okra soup as well. We call it supa kanja.
Supa kanja.
Yeah,
Kanja.
supa means soup and then kanja means okra.
Okay.
So I love that too. It's like a combination of okra and then you have like so many seafood to it. So it's so good.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, actually it is.
You can speak bahasa.
I can sedikit aja.
Okay.
Can you try?
Yeah, can you
Some-
try just like 1 2 sentences?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be introducing
Introduce.
Okay,
ya,
just introduce, okay,
in
okay.
bahasa.
Oke, assalamualaikum teman-teman. Perkenalkan, namaku Hadijah Ibrahim. Saya dari Gambia. Saya tinggal di Asrama Internasional UB. Saya mahasiswa di UB di Fakultas Economics and Business, Departemen Akuntansi, angkatan 2024.
Okay.
So fluent. Fluent.
Yeah, it's great. So maybe you can teach us some
Oh, yeah.
vocabularies
In-
from Gambia.
Local
Okay.
language Gambia.
Yeah, maybe for greetings.
Okay,
What is
okay.
it called again?
Your
local
language.
My local language is Wolof.
Wolof.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's it. So I would say if you want to say like apa kabar in my
Okay.
language, you say naka nga def.
Naka nga def.
Yeah,
Okay.
itu.
Naka nga def.
So the Jawa that's saya baik would be mangi fine.
Mangi
Mangi
fine.
fine.
Naka nga def.
Mangi fine.
Mangi fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Naka nga def mangi fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Naka nga def.
Yeah.
Fine.
Mangi fine.
Okay.
Itu.
I keep it in my mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to keep yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for nama saya
Nama saya, nama saya.
Nama saya Mangi Tuda Hadi.
Mangi Tudah.
Yeah.
Tudah.
Mangi Tudah.
Yeah.
Mangi Tudah.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mangi Tudah Lutfi. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Okay.
So the question to what's your name would be Nakanga Tuda.
Naka nga Tudah.
Yeah, Mangi Tuda.
Mange
Mange
Tudah. Okay.
Tudah,
Naka nga
Naka nga
Tudah,
Tudah.
Mange Tudah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
itu.
I got it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Can we
Give us
try?
a one.
Should we try?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
please
You
try,
go
yeah.
first.
Okay. 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 You ask first.
You go.
Oh, okay. 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 Naka nga Tudah.
Yeah.
Maka Tudah.
Mangi Tudah.
Manga Tudah Kabira.
Okay.
Yeah, itu that's
Naka
correct.
nga Tudah.
Mangi Tudah Lutfi.
Oh, good.
Terima kasih, Waris. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Jerejev. Jerejev.
Jerejev.
Yeah.
Jerejev.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Kontaan na si Gisi ak yow. That's so
So
long.
deep. So long.
Okay. Okay.
Not so long, yeah.
Okay. It's a great.
So
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Okay. And then what kind of sorry, how many languages in Gambia?
Basically, I think it's up to 9 local
9.
languages.
Okay,
Yeah,
local.
but our official language
Official
is English.
Oh, English.
So yeah,
Okay.
we speak English in schools and then in also offices.
In the
Okay.
formal
That's-
occasion, right?
Yeah, the formal occasion
But
is English.
With family or friends, you speak
Local
local language.
language.
Local
Ah,
language. Yeah, same with us.
Yeah.
We have
Bahasa
so
ada.
many. Yeah.
bahasa
Yes, you
ada.
have so many. That's
Yes.
bigger than the Gambia.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can say anything about yourself and then for the closing.
Oh, yeah.
Because we
Any
yeah,
advice
any
for
advice
our
for our
audience?
yes.
Maybe they need. They want to also
Yeah,
moving
going
new-
abroad.
Yeah, going
and
abroad.
studying
In another country.
Another
Another
country.
country.
Okay, so beautiful audience, what I would first advise you is do not be scared to say that I would not like go to this country because I don't know what is there and things like that. Because it's like traveling is like exploring. If you travel, you meet new people.
Okay.
If you travel, you get to learn new things. Because just imagine myself, who is from Africa, with a very like small culture, having to get to Indonesia that had a very diverse culture. I got to learn new things and see new people, and then get to a new environment. So it's like you just do not have to be scared. Make sure that you do your background research to know like the place you are going to, because it's very important. You have to know the place you're going to, basically not being there, but then have to find out about the place before you get there. Because for you to live in a place, you have to be comfortable there. So as a believer, I would say if you're a Muslim and then move into a country, because that's the experience I have, I am a Muslim. So moving to a new place, got to find out about like the environment you're moving to. Find out the religion that is practiced there, and then see if you will be comfortable to practice your religion in such an environment. So this is very important because like the deen is something that will really help us not only here but then also in the hereafter.
Betul.
So you have to be careful about like the environment you find yourself in, because it's difficult sometimes. You have some friends that are studying in other countries that are not like religion, they are not into religion, I can say, or basically not believers. So it's very difficult because it will be difficult for you to hear the adhan when it's time for prayers, things like that, and it will not be comfortable. Maybe like being in your usual dress code. So when you find out about the place you are going to, it's important because then you would know how you would comport yourself when you get there. So another thing is you should always have at the back of your mind that I am not a minority to anyone. As a believer, you should know that Allah said in the Quran that I have created man into different colors, different race, and also different tribes in order for them to know each other, not to be like minor to anyone. But then the best amongst us is who is like best in doing the duties towards Allah. So it's important to know that this is something that can help you when you get to a new place, and then also find out about people that you will be moving when you get to like the new place you go to, because it's very important. I believe that peer influence is something that's real. You cannot say that I cannot be influenced by people I move with. It's very dangerous. It's okay, you can move with people that are having different mentality and you can influence them to do good, but likewise them influencing you to do bad is also possible. So you should move with people you have the same mentality with, and then you will be safe. With the help of Allah, you'll be able to cope in the environment, and then also you would study safe and then go back to your country, because the goal is get the knowledge and then get back to my environment and then give back. So it's important to not move from that dream when you get to your destination, because the dream should be something that get the knowledge and then give back to your country. So if you get to a place and then you are distracted, this can be something, because no one is planning to move to a country in order to get good. You go and get back and then get it back to your country. So the dream should always be, let me get the good in the country I'm going to and bring it back to my country. So this would help you to cope in any environment, I believe, because it's helping me live in Indonesia with the help of like friends I met here that are very kind to me, like family. They help me and then make Indonesia comfortable to me. So I'm really grateful and like I'm really happy about the people of Indonesia, really.
So don't be afraid about moving.
Just try.
Just try.
We never know. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Kak Hadijah.
Thank you for sharing your experience.
It's a beautiful message for us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming here. Ini teman-teman jadi bisa ngambil banyak banget di pembelajaran.
Betul,
dari
banyak banget.
Cerita Mbak Hadijah ini.
Sangat-sangat daging.
Daging banget.
Oke. Sayangnya kita harus menyudahi podcast hari ini. Oke, terima kasih untuk teman-teman semua. Aku Lutfi.
Aku Kabira.
Sampai jumpa di next episode. Bye bye. Thank you, Kak.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.